What would you do if saving your people meant risking your own life? This is the incredible story of Queen Esther, a Jewish woman who became one of history's most courageous heroes. Our story begins in ancient Persia, around 480 BC, during the reign of King Xerxes. The Persian Empire stretched from India to Ethiopia, and at its heart sat the magnificent palace of Susa. Here lived a beautiful young Jewish woman named Hadassah, better known as Esther. She was an orphan who was being raised by cousin Mordecai and chosen as one of the maidens at the palace. Esther's life changed dramatically when King Xerxes banished Queen Vashti for refusing to appear at his royal banquet. A kingdom-wide search began for a new queen, and Esther, guided by her wise cousin Mordecai, entered the competition. Her beauty and grace captivated the king, and she was crowned queen. But Esther kept a dangerous secret, her Jewish identity. Meanwhile, a sinister plot was brewing. Haman, the king's chief minister, harbored deep hatred for Mordecai, who refused to bow before him. Consumed by rage, Haman convinced King Xerxes to issue a decree ordering the extermination of all Jews throughout the empire. The date was set, and the fate of God's people hung in the balance. When Mordecai learned of this genocidal plan, he tore his clothes and mourned publicly. He sent word to Esther, urging her to intercede with the king. But approaching the king uninvited meant death unless he extended his golden scepter. Esther faced an impossible choice: remain silent and safe, or risk everything to save her people. Mordecai's words pierced her heart. "Who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?" Esther 4:14. These words revealed God's sovereign plan. Perhaps her entire journey to the throne was for this moment. Esther made her decision. She asked all Jews to fast for 3 days, then declared, "If I perish, I perish." Esther 4:16. With remarkable wisdom, she didn't immediately reveal Haman's plot. Instead, she invited the king and Haman to a series of banquets, building suspense and waiting for the perfect moment. She didn't just rant, but bolt the right moment to confront the situation. And that worked. At the second banquet, Esther finally revealed her identity and Haman's evil scheme. The king was furious. Haman, who had built gallows to hang Mordecai, was executed on those very same gallows. Divine justice prevailed in the most ironic way. Esther's courage didn't just save her own life. It preserved an entire nation. The king issued a new decree allowing Jews to defend themselves, and they were delivered from destruction. This victory is still celebrated today during the Jewish festival of Purim. Esther made history with wisdom, courage, and faith. Esther's story teaches us that God places us exactly where we need to be, even when we can't see His plan. Sometimes our greatest moments of purpose require our greatest acts of courage. May we discover our purposes for every situation. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like our videos